Hey, yo, Chris, where you at? I'm in town.
And we are live. What's good people? It's your boy Chris Hovers. I am back with another video. This is the Solo Dolo podcast. I have officially decided to name these videos Solo Dolo with Chris Hovers, but this is the Solo Dolo podcast. I'm going to be taking these video clips, taking the audio from these video clips and actually posting them on all platforms for podcasts. Yeah, man, it's been a minute. Let's catch up. Let's do the do. Let's do the thing. You already know what it is. So I actually started making the second episode. Technically, this is the second episode, but I actually started filming it maybe a couple days ago or last week, and my camera stopped recording automatically, and my sound went out because my mic receiver died. So yeah, here we are making another video, but we do have a lot to catch up on. I'm gonna try not to make this long-winded like I can be sometimes. Um, let's start with going back to DC. I went back home to DC. Unfortunately, damn, if I can speak correctly. Unfortunately, I had a good friend of mine who I went to high school with, pass away recently. And so yeah, I went back home for that, to see him at his funeral, and it was a good time. You know, it was bittersweet, but it was a good time. I got to see a lot of my family, friends, and one of my old teachers. It was crazy seeing her. I haven't seen her in probably like 7 years ish, so that's wild to me. Yeah, 7 years because I graduated 2015. But yeah, went back home, man. Got a chance to just be present. You know what I'm saying? Before I left Atlanta, um, my homie J5 was just telling me like, yo, just whatever you do, make sure you just be present. You know what I'm saying? Usually before I go home, my mind starts racing on, who am I going to see while I'm home? What am I going to do? How am I going to make the best use of my time, given that I'm only home for just, such a little bit of time. But nonetheless, I was very present the whole time I went, the whole time I was there, and I really enjoyed myself. Got to hang out with some old high school friends who were also, we all were mutual friends with my friend David, who passed away, and that was really dope because I never got to hang out with them. I always see my shout out my homie Ed and Aaron. I always see them, turning up and hanging out, having fun whenever I'm not there, and I finally got a chance to do that with them. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. Um, I also got a chance to sit down with my 6-year-old niece and teach her how to play chess, which was very interesting because she caught on real quick and wanted to keep playing me and get better at the game. Only piece she having trouble with learning how to move is the knight. The knight, that L shape, is getting a little tricky for her, but she surprised me. She had a couple moves where I was like, "Yo, that's actually a good move. Like, good job." And then funny enough, there was another thing we was doing. She usually gets me to turn on like learning content or educational content on either her iPad or my computer. So she wanted me to use my computer, and I ain't gonna lie. In the back of my head, I'm like, yo, I don't feel like listening to this little kid music right now and all this crap. But let me actually put a mirror behind the camera so I can see what's up. Okay, there we go. Now I can actually see, if the camera stops recording, then I could just stop and pick up where I left off. This is a great setup. I'm really enjoying this, just creating content, picking up the consistency with YouTube, with all my social media channels, honestly, because I shoot content and I'm able to repurpose it across all channels. So if you're creative, make sure you're doing that, man. Make sure you make it easy on yourself to create. You know what I'm saying? That's the key to reaching that consistency. Sometimes we'll go over the top and try to do this grand visual or this something that requires a lot of tedious editing and time, and really you just need to simplify it as much as possible, and that is the key to consistency right now, at least for me. So little tidbit right there for y'all, a little gem for all my creatives out there. Um, but yeah, my little niece, man, she sat me down, was like, we was looking at the educational content. At first I was like, just kind of acting like I was going along with it, singing some of the songs. And she put on this one joint where it was like some black kids. It was an animated video and some black kids rapping in front of the pyramids. But the song, the beat was fire and all that. It was crazy because it's almost like she knew that that's what I would like. You know what I'm saying? Like she knew. My bad. I'm looking at myself in the mirror because I do look goddamn good. Like the fit I put on today. Shout out my friend G Codes for the shirt. She gifted me this shirt. Shout out to Luffy from One Piece. Shout out to the Aboriginal People brand or Aboriginal brand. I forget. But if I'm gonna find their Instagram and tag them. But bought this hat for them from them. Shout out to my sister Cassandra for the braids. You know what I'm saying? Twist this one around a little bit. But yeah, that one's just gonna do its thing for right now. But yeah, man, like she caught my attention with that one. And I was like, she grew up watching me do music. Like I had my studio in my mom's basement. So literally since she was a baby, like since she was born, she knows her uncle. Her uncle raps, he does music. She knows where to find my stuff online, all that. So it was just interesting that she's just getting older. She's becoming more aware. She's a very smart girl, like very intelligent. Um, so yeah, that was interesting. And then she was like, come on, uncle, we gonna sit down and we gonna play a game. We gonna throw this ball back and forth, and every time I throw you the ball, you answer my question, and vice versa, basically. So she was looking at me real serious because I was getting tired. I was sitting in a little chair in front of the TV, and she was like, "No, we really gotta play. You really gotta sit down. That's how you play." So I'm like, "Dang," she looking at me like, "For real, nigga? Like you gonna spend some time with me? I ain't playing with you." But yeah. So I sat down. We basically sat down and started getting to know each other, where we at right now, and she was asking me stuff like, "What's my favorite color?" etc. It was stuff like that. It was cool. A real bonding moment. You know what I'm saying? Usually she just be all over the place, running, screaming, laughing, joking, all that. But it seems like somewhere along the line, somewhere somehow she kind of got a little more serious and more attentive. You know what I'm saying? She was being more present with me in a way, which is crazy. She was showing me the way to be present, which is ironic because I feel like kids they teach us exactly who and how we need to be as human beings because they're at their most pure form the younger they are. You know what I'm saying? So it was interesting. What else, man? It was oh, got to celebrate one of my best friend's son's birthday, Cadence. It was his third birthday, and that was my first time actually taking my niece out as an uncle. You know what I'm saying? Just like actually taking her somewhere. So I took her out to eat. Me, her, and my friend Damani, we celebrated his son's birthday, Caden's birthday. Happy belated birthday, Cadence. Is probably that his birthday was on November 3rd. So I think that's right. I hope it's right. But yeah. So yeah, we had a great time. I had my little niece trying Caesar salad. She was like, "It tastes like pizza." Like she's funny. But yeah, she tried that. She tried chicken parmesan, just different stuff that she don't normally just eat on a regular basis. And so yeah, that was cool. That was real cool. Then another dope event that happened was a friend of mine who I went to school with. We kind of just knew of each other from what I know. Like we knew of each other, but never really actually spoke in person as much as I don't think we ever really chopped it up in person or really like locked in like that for real. But shout out to Fola. Fola actually curated an amazing event, an art exhibit in DC with her group, her organization. I gotta do it justice. I gotta look it up real quick. I want to say Issa Day, which is also partner with the Sean Diddy Combs company, Empower Global. Um, Let me see. Let me search for it real quick because I got to do it justice. You know what I'm saying? Issa Day. Yeah. Issa Day Company. So it's an art advisory form. It's an art advisory firm focused on the cultural stewardship of Black contemporary art for collectors of Black African descent. So she had this event called Torrance, and it was titled Roots of a Future, and it was like connecting Black futures. That was the theme. So they had a couple visual arts panelists speaking on different artistic movements coming out of South Africa and South America, which was really cool, and talking about the commodification of Black art and basically, from what I understand, the how we need to, how it's important to bring the art appraisal culture to the Black community. Because like I know for me, I didn't grow up understanding like a painting's worth or how to actually determine its value, let alone invest in it. So that's Fola's whole purpose, is to bring that to the Black community, which I think is amazing. So when I'm ready to invest in paintings, like Hove said, I'm gonna hit up Fola. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put her Instagram right here, right here. But yeah, man, really dope event. It actually put me in a space of, you know, being a student again in a way. Like I remember studying film theory when I was doing film at Emory, and you know, it really, the film theory stuff used to bore me. I ain't gonna lie, like it used to make me real sleepy. And I'm the kind of person where like I want to learn just enough for me to actually go apply it as soon as possible. So like, especially when it comes to creating. So for me, yeah, I didn't care about that stuff. But now that I've created a lot, when I was listening to them talk, I actually understood what they were saying, and I was able to digest the conversation and actually kind of interact with them after the panelists went, or after they were talking. So that was cool. And then of course they had she invited me to a kickoff party that they had, which was pretty cool. It was at the Line Hotel DC, and that was the same night as my friend's funeral, the following night of the first art exhibit. So yeah, me and my friends, we actually just decided to go out after the funeral, and yeah, man, it was really dope. We went to the kickoff party first. We saw this drink on the menu called Togetherness, and we was like, yeah, sound like that's the move. And they brought out this little pitcher with the, you know, the drink. You could put the drink, you could dispense your own drink pretty much. It was good too. It was like a grapefruit soda with tequila type thing. It was dope. It was cool. So, and then we danced a little bit too. We danced there, you know what I'm saying? I'm working on dancing more in my life. Little kids, like I be seeing my little cousins, they be dancing like shit back home. Whenever my family get together, they playing music and all that. They be dancing like crazy. So I'm trying to get better with that. You know, life is, we only got so much of this physical life. You know what I'm saying? Like move your body, dance. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta, man, don't be shy. Dance like it's no tomorrow. So that was very freeing. It felt very good to free myself like that. And I'm going to be doing that a lot more. So that was enjoyable. Went to another bar, had a great time there, just vibing to the music, dancing some more. Got pizza after that. I didn't actually get to try the pizza. I was looking forward to it because I ain't had no food from the city in a little minute. But it was somebody, you know, it was a homeless person standing out. They were, you know, right outside the pizza spot, and everybody was walking past them and not really giving them nothing. And dude was like, you know, I'd take anything right now. And so yeah, I gave him my pizza and I made sure he had something to drink. I felt really good about it, and I'm proud to say I did it. So yeah, it was a great night. It was a great night. And then it started raining, then we went home. So today, so that was a while back. That was just me catching y'all up on what the last video was supposed to be about. And I'm not even going, at first I thought about putting the clips in there from the previous, but I'm like, no, I already told y'all I'm not even trying to edit this up. I'm trying to record, drop, record, drop. Make it as simple as possible for me on the editing side, post production. So yeah, we just going. I already deleted all that shit. I formatted the card and everything. Um, today was a really good day. Like, I got a lot done, and this is actually the last thing on my to-do list to do is make a YouTube video for my page. Here we are. Look at this. Y'all probably can't see this, but this is my to-do list, and I have it written in red, so y'all probably definitely can't see that. So film a YouTube video for Solo Dolo Podcast. Check, man. First thing we had on our list was do yoga, meditate, exercise. Yeah, first thing was yoga. Then we got meditate, exercise, eat some fruit. But my bananas were weird. I said eat fruit, oranges and bananas. My bananas were weird. Like, I think I got the oldest ones off the rack, off the shelf or something like that, which I should have paid attention because the guys at the farmer's market was bringing out a bunch of new ones. So anyway, my bananas were old, so I tossed them to the trees. I'm sure the trees enjoyed that. Shower, mix a song by Cedric, one of my homies. His rap name is Left Unsaid, or at least his Instagram is Left Unsaid. So mix the song for him, mix the master, and then film a YouTube video. Here we go. And I wrote a song. I started writing a song today. So, and I also did some extra shit. I filmed another performance of mine. I filmed myself performing heartfelt, kind of like not even very similar. The exact same way I just performed Open Heart, and I posted it on my Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Yeah, I posted it everywhere. I did another one. I haven't edited it yet, but that sounded so crazy. But yeah, it's coming soon, and I'm glad I did it. I did a lot more than what was on my to-do list today, and I find that planning my off days especially is very important because the days will go by fast if you don't. So I did all that today. Oh, I already said exercise. Yeah, I got a good workout in. I did some calisthenics. I did some push-ups. I did some weighted jump rope. You know what I'm saying? Ran around the block, around the neighborhood. Felt great. Opened my lungs up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, just created a lot today. So definitely suggest that anything you want to do or you're thinking about doing, write that shit down so that your mind is not trying to think about it over and over and over. If you work a regular 9 to 5 like I do, and you're trying to balance your creative life, plan out your off days, write it down on paper, write down a to-do list, a checklist, and make sure those boxes get checked off, whether it's at the end of those off days or by the end of the week. So, another thing I did. So I'm on right now. It's Wednesday. This is my last off day. I'm off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Yesterday, I actually went over to my old university, my old stomping grounds, Emory University, and I filmed a bunch of videos for my brand for We Can Go Far. Shout out to We Can Go Far. We are back. That is another big announcement I should have made. We are back. We Can Go Far is back. You can now purchase anything from you can purchase. There are 2 items within this year's hoodie collection. There is the We Can Go Far hoodie and the We Can Go Far beanie. Right now, we just have black with the white logo and white text on it. So definitely go to the store and check that out. It is www.wecangofar.com. Thank you in advance. Thank you to everybody who has purchased some merchandise already. Thank you for everybody who shares the content. Thank you. I just appreciate it. Also, feel free to check out the We Can Go Far podcast that I did launch a couple years back. I am in the works of relaunching that as well. So check it out. But yeah, filmed a lot of videos. If you've seen on my Instagram where I just walk in the frame and then walk out. Again, simple ways of creating content and simple enough to stay consistent. So that's the key. At least that's the jug that I've been finding out for myself. You know what I'm saying? So tap in, copy, paste, do what you gotta do to make your way. I just rapped a little bit. So, hey, that was funny, but, you were supposed to laugh. Anyway, yeah, anything you see me do, like content wise or whatever, I'm really just here to help creatives find simpler ways and more efficient ways to stay creative and stay consistent. So that's what I'm here to do. This is your boy Chris Hovers signing off on the Solo Dolo podcast. I think that is wrapped for a great video. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much. Peace, blessings, ashe.
Hey, yo, Chris, where you at? I'm in town.